The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guest do not reflect those of the host, the show, the management, and the network.
Hearts That Listen. Sama-sama sa PLC.
Saluhin ng biyaya bawat umaga. Delikap po, 6:30 AM dito sa PLC.
Hearts That Listen. Sama-sama sa PLC.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday's edition of Hearts That Listen. I'm Coach Senas, and of course, with me is my very handsome husband, Coach Sisoy.
Okay, mayong gabi, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat, and thank you, for having us tonight. No, a very exciting topic po ang pag-usapan natin ngayon. Okay? So kasi 'di ba, may mga daw eh.
And of course, let's not forget, joining us tonight also is Coach Loretta,
Okay.
of course, and Coach Eddie Lor. Good evening, coaches.
Good evening. This is another episode of Tuesday edition of Hearts That Listen. So magandang gabi, Coach Sisoy and Coach Senas. No, for those of you who are watching, please like and share our episode tonight. Marami kaming pag-uusapan. Ganda ang
Yes.
topic, okay?
Coach
Coach
Idilor,
Idilor.
kumusta po?
Nice to see you,
Nice to see you
Coach.
back.
Okay. Thank you very much po ulit. Thank you, Coach Sisoy, Coach Senas, and Coach Loretta. Muli pong nagbabalik sa Tuesday edition ng Hearts That Listen. This is Coach Edilar Asiaga. Maayong gabi. Kada kayo amin. Ayan, dalawang alam ko Ilocano. Ayan, natututo na po akong mag-Bisaya. Dahil lagi ko po silang kasama. Thank you, Lord. Dahil may another, language na natutunan. God bless us all at like and share po ang atin pong Talk Life channel and simultaneously napapanood po tayo sa ating YouTube channel. Diyan lang po kayo. Dito kami. Magkwentuhan po tayo. Good evening po.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so pag-usapan natin ngayon, sabi natin very exciting kasi 'di ba, there are mga mga powerful words, specifically yung mga three most powerful words, no? Example, okay, I love you. Okay, I need you. Okay,
I need
you are mine. Okay, yung mga words siya na it is three lang siya, no? But again, may impact siya, especially, food is ready. Di ba? Parang,
yeah.
I am here. Di ba? Tatlo yan siya. So we will be talking about, again, a word na very important, especially for how we communicate to our kids. No? You are enough.
Wow.
Okay? So you are enough is about...
Yes, when you say you are enough is actually building up the self-esteem of your child, no? And that is what we are going to talk about today. It's going to be very interesting. It's all about self-esteem.
Self-esteem.
Yep.
And so siguro no visit natin kung anong meaning ng self-esteem, no? Self-esteem. So according to Daniel Webster.
Ah.
Daniel.
Paring Webster.
Kung paring Webster.
Paring Webster, si Paring Webster.
Eh, hindi Google ha. Okay, sabi niya daw no, ang self-esteem is ano yan, no? Meaning it's confidence in your one's own worth or abilities, no? It's the way we think or feel about ourselves, and it's the awareness of one's value system.
Wow.
Okay?
Yes. How about you, Coach? Coach Loretta, for you, what is self-esteem?
For me, really, is self-esteem is knowing my strength and the things
Yeah.
that I saw I cannot do. No, that's for me. Na marunong ako magsabi I can make it and then I cannot make it.
Not me.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yep.
that's for
Great.
me self-esteem.
How about you, Coach Adelor?
Ayan, kagaya po ng sinabi ni Coach Loretta, yun nga, yung mga bagay na pwede mong sabihin na kaya mong gawin at hindi mong gawin. And you are confident on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Di ba? Confident in doing it and not doing it. Yan.
Yes. Oo. Coaches, I also looked at the Tagalog synonym
Version,
of
Tagalog version.
Tagalog version of self-esteem, no? So alam mo naman, hindi ako hindi ako fluent sa Tagalog, no, Bisaya man good, no? But so I looked at
Yeah.
Ako na lang po magko-correct sa ng Tagalog.
Oo, pero ang sinasabi sa Tagalog, Coach Eddie Lor, no, it's makasarili or mapagmataas. So parang sabi ko, does not
Mali.
match, no, on what we mean about self-esteem, no? But I found a very good translation. It's actually pagpahalaga sa sarili.
Yes, that's
Right.
really
Yeah, that's the right.
Okay.
Mas tugma.
Okay.
Diba?
And Bisaya daw,
Tama.
pagsalig sa kaugalingon.
Pagsalig sa
Kaugalingon. Yeah.
self-confidence,
Naliman
no?
ka?
Oo. So why are we talking about self-esteem tonight? No? So why is it important? Okay? Kasi when we look around, no, and it's also supported by studies, coaches, no, and dear parents, sa mga sa mga audience natin ngayon, no, people daw with high self-esteem, they're better able to process and receive or accept feedback, especially negative feedback, no, and they're able to make themselves not so much be affected by it. And that skill is very important, no? That's a very important life skill when we get to be adults, di ba? No? So, what else that?
O, kasi yung ano naman impact dyan, when children daw they feel confident, and secure, they are more likely daw, no, to succeed and achieve their personal goals in life. That's the impact. Okay? And no, when they get older, no, they will be able, no, to handle yung mga problems, no, and no, resist mga peer pressure. So that's the other advantage na naman niya.
And when you have high self-esteem, you are better able to learn, mas open sa learning yung bata, no? And then mas creative siya, no? So, yan. And nadadala niya yan when the child grows up, no, into the adult world, no? So, mas kaya harapin ang whatever challenges there are in life, no? So, and also according to the American Psychological Association, high self-esteem is key to positive mental
health
and
well-being.
Yeah.
Well-being. Yeah. So that's why it's very important that we thought, let's talk about this kasi ang dami nating nakikita ngayon na adults na, masabi natin, maybe when he was younger, may mga pinagdadaanan to, no? So,
correct.
The difference that could have been made, no? During childhood.
Yeah, in fact, di ba, ang daming nag-a-apply ng trabaho, yan ang unang tinitingnan, di ba? How's your self-esteem?
Confidence.
Confidence mo. And, maraming di natatanggap, unfortunately, because, mababa yung self-confidence nila or self-esteem nila.
Tapos, di ba, coaches, pag medyo mababa din ang self-esteem, what would suffer? Relationships.
Relationships, yeah.
di po ba, yung, let's say sa work, sa work, when somebody is, not so high ang self-esteem, dun yung nagkakapikunan, na may misinterpret kung anong sinasabi, ma-hurt ka agad, di ba? And, problema ka agad.
Kasi you are not secure about yourself, di ba? Kasi wala kang tiwala sa sarili mo, tama? Di ba?
Yeah.
Kaya yung pagsabihan ka, wala na kaagad, nasasaktan ka.
Coaches, would you have experience like that also? Yung mga your interactions with other people and nasasabi mong parang kulang to sa self-esteem tong tao to, or if this person has very high self-esteem. Have you experienced that, Coach Adelor? Sorry, Coach Greta.
Si teacher, si
no,
Coach Greta, tingnan natin.
Ako una.
Teacher ha. So may mga estudyante, tama si Coach Idilorden, but si Coach Greta. No. Okay.
Yes.
Makikita mo talaga yan sa mga estudyante kasi usually values tawag dito, especially when I'm teaching now morality, no. I started with what are the things that really you like sa imuhang kaugalingon in yourself.
Yes.
And then write also those things that you do not like in yourself. Yun ang ano ko, yung basis ko. Alam mo, when I ask them na what is the best thing about yourself, ang tagal makasagot ng mga estudyante, ay mahirap makasagot. Pero when we ask them, what are the things that you do not like, no, grabe. Enumerate ka agad. So makikita mo talaga. That's why I'm trying to process them na very important in our seeing the goodness. We have to see the goodness of ourselves kasi that is also one of the foundation as we go through, as we can choose what is right and what is wrong. Yun ang sinasabi ko sa kanila. Imagine, pag ipasulat mo yung mga negative values nila or negative attitudes, ang taas-taas, compare mo sa, pagsabihan mo, can you tell me what is your best asset? Ano ba yan siya? Tawag nito, hirap. No? So makikita mo
titingin sa
talaga
taas. Naghahanap ng sagot.
Naghahanap ng sagot. Pag sinabi mo, okay, can you tell me what are the things that you do not like about yourself? Ang dali-dali. So I was reflecting with that na nakikita ko maybe there is an experience when they were children. I do not know, one of the sharings that we have, sabi nga ng isang psychologist, I forgot the the very thing, sino yun daw yung first na tao nakakita sa baby, dapat we have to be very careful sa ating sasabihin. Kasi sabi ng psychologist na yung unang word na maririnig ng newborn child, yun ang kasi very sensitive ang skin at saka yung pandinig ng bata. Diba minsan we will say, ay pogi sana pero ang pango naman ng ilong. So makikita mo na parang parang maano na ang bata, no, baby pa nga yan. So dapat when we look at the newborn child, we always say, wow, this is a very handsome or a beautiful child. So makikita mo na daw, hindi na daw, talagang you can already build the self-esteem of the baby kasi very sensitive yun ang ano. Kasi minsan may pero kaagad tayo, di ba?
Yes.
When we look at the newborn.
Yun ang tinatawag na mamaya elaborate, yung yes, but. Okay, yes, but.
Yeah. That's the point. Pogi bat. Yun lang ang kasinatian. Yun lang experience ko. Yan ang Bisaya ng experience, Coach Ederol, kasinatian.
Kasinatian.
Kasinatian, is that the right word?
Experience. Okay. How about Coach Edilor?
Yung sa self-esteem po talaga. Sa mga karamihan po ngayon ng bata, ang tingin ko po lalo na po dun sa mga tinuruan ko. Pagdating po ng high school, kasi dun po nagmamanifest yung confident nila at yung self-esteem nila eh. Kaya sa experience ko po, kung halimbawa po mga 60-40 po sa klase, mas mataas po yung mga mababa pa yung self-esteem nila. So, ang unang mga dahilan, mababa po. Ang karamihan po, nung nagtuturo po ako, dahil most of them, lumaki po na battered children.
Yeah.
Mm.
Naman po, karamihan ay broken family.
Yeah.
Minsan naman po absentee parent. Nandun yung
Yeah.
parent pero parang wala. So, yun po yung nakikita ko na nakakababa ng kanilang self-esteem. Tapos ang kapalit po nito ay yung gadget nila na hindi naman nagsasalita. So,
Yes.
yan po yung mga observation ko bago pa po yan magpandemya. I think ngayon medyo nabibuild up kasi si mommy at daddy nakakasama po sa bahay. Pero noon
Sa
po
bahay.
wala. Opo. Especially po yung absentee parent, yung nagtatrabaho pareho yung mga magulang. Tapos naiwan na sila sa yaya nila. So si yaya naman, hindi naman ganun
Yeah.
nakapag-aral din. So hindi din natutulungan. Maswerte na lang kung ang naging yaya ay hindi lang nakapag-aral pero matalino talaga. Meron na po ako
Yes.
ganun.
Oo.
Yung anak po ng kaklase ko, ang nanay wala na talaga eh. Yung yaya na talaga ang nag-build doon sa
Ang
personality.
nanay.
Opo. Pero
Malaking
high
impact
school
talaga.
graduate lang po yun, yung batang yun. Taga Quezon po siya, natatandaan ko siya. So, ayan po yung mga karanasan ko pagdating po sa pagkakaroon po ng self-esteem sa mga generations na yun.
Yeah.
Yun
I'd
po.
just like to comment on what Coach Loretta said earlier, di ba? Nung tinanong niya yung mga bata, so what are your best assets and what are your negative assets? So mas doon sila hirap sa best or where are you good at, where are your strengths, no? So I think also yung isa din, we also need to consider, Coach Loretta, yung culture natin as Filipinos, di ba, na ayaw natin yung mayabang, di ba? So we were taught as very young na parang you have to be humble, but we are now confusing humility with actually
Self-
identifying yourself or identifying your strengths, no? So yun din, we need to be very careful, no? We need to teach our children knowing what your strengths are and talking about this does not mean that you are actually being boastful.
Okay.
No, because for all you know, the strengths, your talents that you have is also something that you can share and
Yeah.
To add, no?
give to others.
To add, no? Okay, may mga example tayo dyan. Okay, example yung bata nagpi-perform. Di ba? Pupunta sa stage. Di ba? Binibuild up ng parents sa baba. Uy, galingan mo nga. Kasi ganyan. Pero ano ang last word sasabihin? Okay, ayaw pag hinambog ha.
Huwag maging.
Oh,
Yeah.
kasi-
Dagdagan
Di
pa.
ba? Oo, kasi pagdating niya, ano ba talaga? Ipapakita ko ba tong talent ko na gift sa akin ng Panginoon or nagayabang ako? Di ba? So, di ba? Very common. Ang dami kong observation na ganyan. No? Even no sa mga meron rin ako mga close na mga friends na ganun, no? Kaya kausap nila tapos ang last pag maging mayabang ha.
Wala pa gani.
Oh.
Hindi pa nga nananalo, ano na
Oo,
kaagad.
Siguro maganda rin
Ay, grabe.
titingnan natin what are the signs kaya. No?
Oo. How do we know
How do we know na may high self-esteem yung isang bata?
ang bata, no? Or and when kung low self-esteem.
Yes.
Okay,
No?
so,
Titingnan natin.
Examples. Okay, signs. Number 1, the kid or the child is very eager to try new ideas.
Okay.
Okay, yun daw, pag ganyan ang bata, very high self-esteem. Not, hindi siya natatakot with challenges, so excited siya to go out, to meet friends, new friends, make new friends, ganyan, no? So, yan, that's an indication na the child has very high self-esteem. No? And next,
He's proud siya dun sa mga achievements niya. Okay, so
mga accomplishments.
Mga accomplishment niya.
Ah.
Okay, more than, kasi karamihan nga, mga parents talaga yung very proud, di ba?
Nasa Facebook agad, kaagad, post
Yes.
agad sa
Lagi.
Facebook.
Yeah, pinupost. And maganda yan, di ba?
Maganda.
Because we are helping the child, no?
The
Na,
child.
na ma-recognize niya na magaling siya. Magaling siya. Okay? Yan. And siguro, no, yung ano pang,
Take
natin?
accountability. The child takes accountability for mistakes.
Yeah.
So alam niya na nagkamali siya, ina-acknowledge niya yan na nagkamali siya, and then he moves forward. He learns from those mistakes. Okay, so that's a child with very high self-esteem.
Okay, para bang he can easily accept criticism siguro and feedback. Parang ganun ba? Okay.
Napaprocess na ng maayos. Hindi siya masyadong na-hurt pag mayroong may
yes.
sinasasabing medyo negative.
Oo.
Mm-mm.
Kasi karamihan, pag pinagsabihan ng parents, ang sinasabi ka agad, kasabaan ko. Di ba? Sa
Yeah.
Bisaya, pinapagalitan
I
ako. Well,
I am
no,
being scolded.
yes. Well, in
Yes.
fact, kinakausap ka lang naman ng parent mo.
Yes, oo.
Di ba? Hindi ka naman pinapagalitan. No?
Yeah.
And then, isa pa, yung may positive self-image.
Mm-mm.
Okay? So, confident siya with how he appears, no? Yun, ano siya, he has very high confidence on himself, no? So, he doesn't mind what others probably are wearing, basta ito ako, no? I look good.
Yeah.
Self-image, no? Or my friends will accept me because this is how I am. My friends will accept me. So confidence, ganyan. So
Kaya lang kasi,
Yes.
I don't know ha, napapansin ko, yun nga kasi, ang bata, okay na siya, kaya lang ang parent ayaw. Hawak mo isuot yan.
yes,
Sabihin ang ano natin.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Yes.
Oo, di ba? What is appropriate or not? But siya, comfortable siya eh.
Yes.
Right? Di ba? Pero ang parent ang nagsasabi.
Mm-mm.
Di ba? Huwag mo isuot yan. Kaya dapat isuot mo.
Yeah.
So on the
Parang
other
ano
side,
ako dyan parang may
Yes, go ahead.
bullseye ako dyan minsan. Kasi I do not know, I am just very, maybe, I'm just very, ano ba, yung the way the person dress up. Pero si bagay naman talaga, no? Kailangan naman din talagang, for me, tuturuan din yung bata how to dress up
Yes.
properly talaga.
Yes.
Na hindi lang talaga na what she wants, what he wants to wear,
Yes.
sa kay gusto niya. Ewan ko. That is
Mm-mm.
also my point, no? It's also a thing na dapat din ating subaybayan ang mga bata, how they will uh, how they will dress up sa sarili nila also. Maybe
I
that
can
should also be
remember, no, nung bata pa kami, Coach Loretta, Coach Edelor, no, sa simba, pag Sunday, I'm very uncomfortable.
Because
Kasi pinapasot ako ng terno ng parent ko. Alam mo yun, yung terno, yung pasaga, di ba? Tapos init-init sa simbahan, very uncomfortable.
ay ano na din yan.
So, mga ganon, di ba? Okay. So, siguro basahin mo, baka may mga comments dyan, no? Coach,
May mga questions sabi ng anak ninyo.
Okay.
Self-esteem, overall opinion of yourself, Mayo Clinic. Sabi
Wow.
ni
Thank you, Sandy. Hi, San. Love you.
And then, sabi ni Coach Beng, self-esteem pwede din siguro po pagkilala sa sarili. Ayan, Tagalog na Tagalog.
Self-awareness.
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 Thank you, Coach
Si
Ben.
Ma'am Mary Antan, may question siya, how to improve self-esteem after knowing what is self-esteem?
Yes, we will get to
We
that.
will get to that. Okay, wag
And
mo kayo
then-
maglipat ng channel.
And how to see the
Tapusin niyo
goodness.
po.
May follow-up pa si Ma'am Mary Antan, how to see
Yes.
the goodness in oneself.
Yes.
And-
That's also,
Yeah.
we'll take that.
And then may ano siya, Barbie Nobleza Bardiviso, kilala
Hey,
niyo
Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
agree. Kasi yung sa mga sharing natin sa unahan, no? She
Yeah.
agrees with that. And then, Marian, the parents has a major role on how to develop child esteem. Okay, thank you.
Yes,
That's
ma'am. That
Yes.
is very true.
Ang laki. Ang laki talaga. Oo.
And
Kasi
then
ang parent-
we have our another viewer, si Sir Albert Tejeda, one of our black timers, no, sa yung Business 101. Yan, maganda din ang ano niya.
Hello
Hello,
po,
Sir
Coach
Albert.
Albert.
Hi, Coach Albert.
And we do have Sir Ed, no, may Kasardinas TV na pala si Sir Ed. Hello po, watching live the program. Ito si Sir Ed, yung bago natin kasama
Hello,
sa.
Coach Ed.
Hi, Coach Ed.
And then, sad reality, allow them to choose at an early age. Okay, so maraming takeaway, maraming comments ngayon si Ma'am Mary Ann. So maybe we
Yes.
can deal with that. Okay?
Okay, so kanina pinag-usapan natin what are the signs, di ba?
Oh.
Kung ano siya, the kid has or the child has positive self-esteem.
High
High self-esteem. Okay,
Yeah.
titingnan naman natin, no, kung what are the signs kung low self-esteem naman yung bata.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oo,
Sige.
so number one, 'di ba sabi natin, when you have high self-esteem, hindi natatakot, very eager to try something new, 'di ba? Opposite to that naman is that the child ayaw mag-try na new experience, okay? And he avoids unfamiliar situations, 'di ba?
Mm.
Ito din yung bata na ayaw makipag-friends, ayaw mag-meet ng bagong friends, no? So takot. There's that fear of the unknown always, no? So ayaw
Yeah.
hindi adventurous, no? So ganyan.
Kami noon, no, pag I will still remember sa elementary days, 'di ba? Pag okay, so punta ka sa harap, 'di ba? May mga tayo, mag-deliver ng mga poem, 'di ba, Pag hindi, kukurutin ka ng teacher eh. Ganun, 'di ba? So you really have to go, 'di ba, in front, 'di ba?
Ganda. Coach, Coach Sisoy.
Dito, oh.
Boys, di ba? Yung patilya
Yes.
po.
Masakit
Oo.
yan, Coach Edelor. Masakit yan.
Correct. Sa mga boys,
Oo.
nagpapaganon kaming lahat.
Oo. So ganun yung siguro kaya tumaas yung self-esteem ko, no?
Kasi nakapaganan.
Hinila bigla.
My
Ay,
story
ewan.
ako dyan, no, on making new friends, no. So I think it was Gaby or was it Rafi? One time we were out in the restaurant, tapos itong mga batang to, as I was saying, di ba, I always share with you, they're very talkative, no, and they're friendly. So while we were eating, si Gabe went to the other table, no, and started to talk to the kid on the other table. Usap sila, hi, what's your name? Where are you from? Ganyan, ganyan. So, and then, narinig ko na lang, no, so they were playing. So, bigla lang, nagtanong itong si Gabe, where's your dad? Ganyan siya. Alam mo, sumagot yung nanay. Sabi nung nanay,
Oo.
wala siyang daddy. So, si
Talaga?
Gaby parang, okay. And then she just went back to the table. But can you imagine kung how her daughter probably felt when the mom said that? So, parang,
Yeah.
so baka may pinagdadaanan lang si madam at that time. But, that's also one showstopper when you want your kids sana to meet new friends, no? So,
Yeah.
yun lang. It's just a funny experience that we had. Let's move forward.
Okay, so to add more, no, what else daw? What else? So
How do you know?
they put themselves down. Okay, others are better than me. Okay, others are better than me.
Oo. They're always comparing themselves to the other, So, for example, I know somebody
Okay,
who's a very good singer. Okay, as a kid, is a very good singer, no. But she always says, hindi naman ako magaling. Others are better, and we know she's very good. We know she's very good.
Wow.
Ganyan, no? So, why ganon, no? So, later we'll talk about that. But these are some examples, no? Or somebody who's very pretty but would still say, no, they're prettier than me. It's always a comparison with others. Okay, so
Yeah.
that is a show of very low self-esteem.
okay, and actually get frustrated. No, madali silang nadi-discourage. No, pag pinuna mo sila, akala nila wala na. You will be creating that for the whole day. Okay, depende ko. Sanayan mo sa morning hanggang buong araw na yan. Depende nila yan.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Madaling ma-hurt. And in fact, kaya nga siguro in connection yung sinabi ni Coach Loretta kanina. Especially in the setting sa classroom. Okay, kasi I don't know may mga, 'di ba, yung training kasi sa parents noon, palaging sinasabi is ayan naman yung tamad na anak natin. 'Di ba? Ayan na naman yung puro negative ang pinifeed. Kaya ang naalala yun Coach Loretta. Kaya pag magsusulat sila ng menu, mas marami ang negative kaysa positive.
It's positive.
Because that's what they
But I would always say the words really are very powerful, especially
Yes.
yung galing sa person of authority, especially the parents, no?
Yeah.
So,
Kaya be
we
very
have-
careful.
Very careful. So we will read some messages from our viewers. So we have Coach Joel,
Hey,
successful,
Coach.
successful
Joel.
people
Fear.
have fear, successful people have doubts, and successful people have worries. They just don't let these feelings stop them. Wow, very well
Yes.
said.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yes. And
Tama.
why is that?
Yeah.
Because successful people have high
High
self-esteem.
self-esteem.
Yes. Thank you,
Nandito
Coach.
ang ating favorite na si Miss Briones.
Yay! Hi, Mikel.
Hi, Pero.
Ayan.
Basahin mo, Coach Edelor. Ganda ng ano niya. Ganda ng
Sabi
comment
niya,
niya.
I remember sa church nung bata ako, bibigyan ako ng barya ni Mami at ako maglalagay sa basket during offertory. That boosts my self-esteem kahit
Wow,
kaunti.
imagine po. Oh,
Yes,
Yes.
imagine,
tama.
no?
Simpleng
Wow.
bagay lang, no?
Correct.
Pero ang laking
Oo.
bagay para yon sa kanya.
Kaya, kaya sabi mo kanina, Coach Senas, you give them ano responsibility kahit kakaunti. No?
Responsibilities. Allow
When they
them to
were
explore. Yeah.
yeah. When they were children, ano na may responsibility already. And then we have another si Ma'am Mary Antan. True, allow the child to experience to gain
Experience
self-esteem.
Yes, ma'am. Yun po.
I've not seen here in our comments, but Coach Doc Arwin is watching right now. Nandito
Oo
na
nga.
siya,
Hello,
nakita ko
Coach.
siya.
Hi, Coach Doc Karen. Good
Arwin, yeah.
evening.
Good evening, Coach Arwin.
So
Yan.
meron pa
Sige.
talagang isang sign, Coach Loretta. Uh,
Yeah.
how do we know that the child has low self-esteem? No, this is a child who is easily influenced by others. So sila yung madaling ma-influence ng peers, no? So ito yung nadadala with peer pressure palagi, no? Because
Mm.
they cannot stand on their own. They're not confident about their own opinions and all. So therefore, whatever pleases somebody else, yun ang gagawin niya,
Yeah.
no? So that is also one sign.
Yes, parang sabi ba na, ay kung ano ang gusto ng grupo yun ang ano ko, parang ganyan
Yes,
no.
tama.
Yeah. May ganyan 'di ba sa mga barkada Coach Edelor no anong gusto niyo? Yun ang sasama ako. Para ba na ano mag-ano tayo kung anong pag-uusapan niyo gusto ko na yung ano, yung baboy mo ang ano ikakatayin. So parang
Yeah.
ganyan.
Oo.
kasi,
Oo.
kasi
Yari.
sabi nga Yari.
Oo.
Kasi sabi kung anong gusto ninyo, yun na. Yun na ang sa akin. Yung mga
Correct.
ganyan na mga
Correct, correct.
dialogue, no?
Very correct. Mhm.
Yeah, that's the one that there's this saying. Oh, it's 9:02. Ang dali ng time, no? So we should have a short break for a while. We will have our brand
Yes.
partners. Okay?
See you.
Hello mga ka-TLC!
I am Ace Perez.
And I am Attorney Migs Nograles.
Please watch Ask Attorney Migs. It's an online show that talks about our everyday legal concerns.
Yes, and you can like our page and you can ask questions and we talk about your everyday situation. So we have cases to answer, mga PM nyo. We try to answer them. So get ready.
Every Monday sa TLC, 6:30 p.m., Ask Attorney Migs.
Dito lang sa TLC. So let us get ready for
Bagong adlaw.
Bagong Hisgutanang Legal.
Talk that listen. Sama-sama sa TLC.
We're back.
Okay, we're
Okay.
back. Okay. So ngayon no, may nagtanong kanina si Miss Mary Ann, okay? So ano yung tanong niya nga? Love?
What was that? How do we build self-confidence?
Self-esteem.
How to improve. Ito, how to improve.
How do we improve?
Okay.
Yeah.
So dito no, siguro it's time no that we will also be talking about the tips how to build self-esteem in children. Okay? Kung paano natin sila tutulungan na magkaroon ng self-esteem. Okay?
Wow, that's enough.
All right.
Okay.
First is very, very basic.
Basic.
You know, show them how much they are loved. No? No, there's no other showstopper as harsh as not being loved. No,
Mhm.
so when the kid realizes that, love is being poured into him, so that actually builds, no, his that boosts his self confidence, no, his belief in himself as well, because somebody else believed in him, right?
Yeah.
So, yan, pinaka importante talaga yan, no. Okay, that.
Okay, hindi, tanong lang, nag-isip lang ako, how about nung ano, yung kung pag may hinihingi ang bata, binibigyan mo siya palagi? Is that, ano?
Hindi naman sa material siguro dad
Mm-mm.
palagi, 'di ba?
Mm-mm.
Unlove.
Mm-mm.
'Di ba, Coach Edilor?
Yeah. Kasi po, pag materials na binibigyan palagi, na-spoiled naman po.
Oo.
Na-spoiled naman siya.
Oo.
So, enough. Siguro po yung giving enough. Kung ano po yung pangailangan niya.
Yes.
At alam niya sa sarili niya na hanggang dun lang. Kasi yun lang yung kailangan niya. Siguro dun din, pwede nating mabuild yung self-esteem nila. Na nade-define po nila sa buhay nila, ano yung bata pa, ano yung kailangan ko lang, ano yung hindi ko kailangan talaga immediately. So doon, nagkakaroon na po sila doon ng confidence to decide na po when it comes to material things po na siguro yung sinasabi po ni Coach Sisoy.
Oo, kasi I'm bringing that, no, nilabas ko yan kasi pagkaalam natin, di ba, kids have a different spelling about love. Diba?
Totoo.
Hindi naman Love ang spelling sa mga bata pag sinabing love, di ba? Ang spelling is Time.
Time.
Bilis ko.
Okay? Yeah, ganun, di ba? I don't know, coaches, di ba? Ganun ang mga bata kahit gaan, di ba? You really have to spend quality time with kids.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay. Sabi nga ni coach kanina, nandyan ka nga pero absentee kasi wala ka namang engagement, di ba?
And so when that happens, when we don't spend so much, enough time or quality time with our children, no, we lose on the opportunity of, teaching them, guiding them, no? Sayang time
Okay,
na yun.
palaging sinasabi nila, love, na nandyan naman ako pero pareho kayong lahat. You are in the corner playing your gadget. Right?
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, you're present and yet, di ba? Iba-iba yung ginagawa natin. So, I'm just throwing this, no, sa mga ngayon, sa mga viewers din natin.
Talaga naman kahit na everyday nandyan ka, wala namang quality time. Yung kahit nagtatrabaho ang parents, but pag may quality time na ibibigay, that would also that matters a lot also. No, kasi kahit everyday pero wala namang panahon, so it's really spending quality time to our children also is very important. Kasi when I was working in the parish, imagine from Tuesday to Sunday yan. So off ako ng Monday. So Monday nasa eskwelahan na ang mga bata. Ako ang nandun sa bahay. So that's the one. Buti na lang, that's my routine. No? And then gabi na uuwi kasi may mga seminars. So yan. Buti na lang I decided also as the children were growing up, kailangan ko talaga mag-change ng work. Na nandun ako sa bahay ng Saturday and Sunday. Yan ang pinaka-importante. No, yan ang kasi minsan, no? Yan, quality time, very important.
Yeah. And especially ngayon, coaches, na before kasi family time is only on weekends. Di ba?
Yes.
But now, not anymore because work from home. Di ba? Work from home. So, nandito tayo palagi with the kids. Okay? So, what's number 2, love?
Yeah. Number 2, show them, the parent needs to show the children that you value effort more than perfection.
Okay. Effort.
Okay, so
perfection.
it's really, step-by-step process.
Maganda yan.
Kasi po, coaches, when you do that kasi, you're also teaching them na, in real life, we do commit mistakes. All right?
Yeah.
We do commit mistakes. And then, and it's okay to make mistakes. What is important is that we learn from those mistakes. No? And sometimes, because we want our children to be perfect.
Yes.
All right? Ang natutunan tuloy ngayon ng bata is that I need to be successful in whatever I do.
Yes.
Okay? And so when yung focus niya, nandun ang thought niya palagi. So he misses out on so much, no? Misses out on a lot because he's worrying on how will he succeed rather than, learning along the way.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right? So,
Okay. Parang gusto natin na yung mga bata, maganda yung grades nila. They will get good grades. Kaya lang, ang hinihingi ng parents, okay, dapat yung grado mo 90 to 95. Okay? That's the
Grabe
result.
naman.
Diba?
Result
Perfection kaagad. But dapat turuan natin na magkaroon siya ng study habit.
habits, yeah.
Right? Diba? Ito yung tutulong sa kanya para ma-achieve niya yon. So it's the effort, it's the process. Okay? Hindi yung result kaagad. Okay?
Yeah. And
And
we need
most likely,
yes. Yes,
Yan.
coach.
Coach.
Lord.
At lagi po kasi, yung mga karamihan po, generally, yung mga parents kasi, hindi po masyado rin po tayong aware.
Yes.
Di ba po? Hindi tayo talaga aware. Guilty po lahat dyan na imbis na yung effort ng bata yung ma-value natin. Gusto kasi natin maging perfect sila. Kaya dumarating tuloy sa punto na pag nagkamali na sila, takot na sila. Oo. Meron po akong isang experience na ganyan, doon po sa second child ko. Kasi every time naman po sinasabi namin, no grades na kailangan ninyong ma-achieve. Pumasa kayo, it's okay. 75 man yung standard nyo ng pagpasa, sige. Pero lagi pa rin may pero eh. Pero if you do better, then very good, excellent. Pero kung hindi, sige. Yung anak ko, second child ko, natatakot siguro siyang mapagalitan ng daddy niya.
Okay.
Siguro, doon ko po nakita yung confident niya na kaya niyang tanggapin sa sarili niya na bumaba yung grade niya. Kasi hinarap niya yung giant ng family, which is si daddy niya. Si daddy niya sila takot eh. Hindi naman sa akin, ako lang ako, bahala kayo. Opo, hindi rin po ako stage mom. Pag sinabi ko pumunta, di ba, sige, go, yatid lang kita. Ang daddy nila, ang tingin nila, medyo mas perfectionist sa akin. So, the second child, doon ko po nakita yung confident niya na kaya niyang tanggapin ng mga bagay. First time din po niya. Sumulat po siya sa daddy niya. Sumulat po siya kasi yun po yung parang hindi niya kayang harapin si daddy pero kaya niyang umamin na mag-sorry sa daddy niya na next time. Alam niyo po kung anong laman ng letter niya. Hindi ko po alam kung 10 o 9 years old siya that time. Sabi niya, Daddy, sorry, first time lang naman po itong nangyari. I got 79 grades in Filipino. Ganyan. Pwede po bang wag mo na akong pagalitan ngayong kwarta? Kasi gano'n. Kaya tawa kami ng tawa nung gabi na sabi niya, sabi niya gano'n, may sulat si Andre. Sabi niya, pwede po bang wag mo na po muna akong pagalitan ngayong quarter na to? Pag hindi pa po ako naka-line of 8, yun naman ang sinabi niya, line of 8. Sa susunod na quarter, saka mo na po ako pagalitan. At kung may parusa po at consequences sa ginawa ko, hindi ako nag-aral mabuti. Saka mo na po ako pagalitan. Tapos sabi niya, please, nakaganon. Love you, Daddy. Nakalagay doon. So,
Galing ha.
Galing naman bata
Cute,
niya.
cute.
Doon ko po nakita yung confident niya na kaya nitong humarap sa pagkakamali niya at young age. Kasi giant yung daddy sa amin eh. Kaya yun, gusto ko pong i-share na minsan po kasi ganun po tayo yung mga parents eh. Hindi lang minsan, guilty po tayo sa ganyan. Lalo po yung mga hindi natin na-achieve, pinagdidikdikan at pinagduduldulan po natin sa ating mga anak na mangyari. Ibang tao din naman yung mga anak natin. Although, lalo na kami mga girls, galing yan sa amin, sa sinapupunan namin. Minsan sinasabi ko pa, may buhay din sila. May sarili silang buhay.
Yung mga hindi na frustration ng isang ama, ng isang ina, di ba? Gusto nila, yung anak nila, okay, doon nila, no? Pinoforce nila sa mga anak. Kaya sabi ko kanina, I was gesturing, no? Mia culpa, mia culpa, mia culpa.
Yeah.
My fault, my fault. So,
Oh,
yan.
my
So,
God. Yeah.
we are also work in progress, ha? Hindi kami dito na
Wow.
we are talking here because no, we are perfect. No, we have
No.
shortcomings. But,
Yes, yes.
but again, no, we try our best. No, we try our best to learn, no, to learn, relearn, and unlearn.
Unlearn.
And share sa
And
ibang
share it.
tao.
And
No?
yeah.
Okay.
So coming from all your sharing, no, we need to remember that wrong when we do something, or when a mistake is made, or there's something wrong, it's not the end of the world. We need to
Correct.
believe that, and we need to teach that to our children,
Okay.
no, and always there it's an opportunity for learning.
Ang sabi nga ng ano ko diyan, mentor ko noon, no, when I was also working, no, bago sa company, sabi niya, pag mong kalimutan si Soy, that the sun will still rise from the east. And it will go down from the west. Di ba?
Ganyan
And
naman talaga ang buhay.
meron pang umaga. Di ba? May bagong umaga. So, yun, no? We commit mistakes, no? Babangon tayo.
Yes.
No? Bangon tayo. Okay?
Sige, may mga magaganda tayong mga comments from our viewers. Siguro, maganda talaga ang ano nila ngayon. Sabi ni Ma'am Cheryl,
Hi, Chick.
Redoble
Yeah.
Ginto, allow the child to try things on their own. Wow, maganda.
Yes,
Yes.
tama.
Then,
Tama yan.
then,
Oo.
give them space to make mistakes and learn from them.
Thank
Yes,
you.
tama. Tama.
Yes.
Yeah. Si
Thank you for
Micaela
your-
na naman. Micaela, yeah.
Hi, Mikael. Yes.
Basahin mo, Coach Sen.
Okay. Mas mauna kang mag-give up sa self mo kaysa nanay mo giving up on you. Correct. Sila yung last na bumibitaw. That no matter how much you fail, they are still there rooting for you to succeed. Sometimes sa buhay kasi, kailangan lang natin ng matatag na pader na sandigan.
Wow.
Yes.
Ganda.
Thank you, Mikael.
Yes.
For that
Thank you.
sharing.
Okay, tama yun, no? Na ano para bang,
Steady.
when I fall, di ba? You are there. Di ba?
catch me.
To catch
Yeah.
me.
Yes.
Okay, sino nagsabi niyan? Floor. Hindi ang parents.
Lord of
Floor.
Pero sinasabi, floor.
Floor pala yun. Okay, meron pa. Mary Ann Tan, true health, mental health is very important but not everybody have it.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Maganda itong sinabi ni ni Ma'am Cheryl. Start with free and structured play.
Yes.
Yun.
Expert
Yeah.
dyan si Cheryl. No?
Expert yan si Che.
Cheryl is actually also a teacher by profession.
Wow.
Come on.
So she owns a common center.
Common center in Cebu.
Ay, wow.
Hi, Ma'am
Yung
Cheryl.
anak ko po, ng common. Common
Yes.
Yes.
Wow,
And
that's wow.
and aligned to what Cheryl was saying earlier, no, allow them to try new things, no. So that's
Encourage them.
That's the third tip, actually,
Okay.
how we can build the self-confidence in children, no. So self-esteem in children, encourage them to try new things, no, and in the process, you also plan out how they can, what they want to achieve in that experience, no, and then also, the small things that they achieve, no, the milestones that they achieve, celebrate din yan. All right.
Yeah,
That's where the positive phrases come in, like I'm rooting for you, no, you were great, no, and then also saying I know you had a difficult time but you did very well. That's also very important. Hindi daw kasi pwede, hindi din tama daw na puro praises yung naririnig ng bata.
Yes.
Praise has to be appropriate as well, no? So we need to acknowledge kung when she had the difficult time and the child had difficult time, no, and but still acknowledge the effort. Yun, no? So build talaga yung
Ala.
self.
Sabi ni Ma'am Baldives, so agree Ma'am Sen, lalo na perfectionist ang nanay. Oh my God.
Tama, Barbs.
Tama talaga yan, no?
Pero Barbie is not a perfectionist. She's just very perfectly pretty. Hello, good evening, Barbs. Thanks for watching us tonight.
So
Tama
may
yun, no?
challenge may challenge si
Correct.
Ma'am Mary Ann Cortez, educate the
Topic siya.
parents.
Educate the parents.
That's what
okay?
we're
That's what we're doing right now. But again, may kasabihan dyan, no? you cannot choose your parents.
Talaga. Sana
Oo,
kung ayaw ko sa iyo, babalik
ang
na
mga
lang
parents
ako.
naman, coach, ang mga parents naman sabihin, we cannot choose our children. The feeling is
Mutual.
mutual.
The feeling is mutual.
Ay, nandito
Anak
na
ko,
lumabas.
kaya sinasabi ko po yan sa mga anak ko kasi sabi nga rin po nila, we cannot choose the parents. Sabi ko nga din, hindi rin naman kami pwedeng mamili ng magiging anak namin. So we struggle, we journey, we enjoy together. Yun din po yung sinabi ko sa mga anak ko nung teens na sila eh. Kasi syempre may sarili-sarili na silang mga struggle. So sinabi ko, tama kayo dyan, hindi tayo nakakapili ng parents natin. Kahit nga ako, hindi ako makapili hindi ko naman ginusto yung ganong klase ng parents ko dahil nag-broken sila, naghiwalay sila. So yun yung pinaliwanag ko. That's why, para hindi mangyari sa atin yung nangyari sa akin, we struggle together, we enjoy together, sabi ko gano'n. At kilalanin natin yung isa't isa. Let's struggle. Let's, parang, kumbaga, tanggapin natin yung mga sitwasyon. Sabi ko nga, and look at to God. Sabi ko gano'n. Para maging, tayo, wala tayong regrets na, Lord, ba't etong nanay na to ang binigay mo sa akin? Di ba masakit yun pag narinig ko, kung sabihin ko din naman sa inyo, ay bakit itong mga anak ko binigay mo sa akin, Lord? O di ba? Enjoy na lang natin to. Sabi ko, kapit kamay, sama-sama, tulong-tulong, para masaya tayo. Di ba po? Yan po.
Pakinggan yung Coach Loretta and Coach Edilor, yung sabihan siguro yung yung mga anak na, anak, ikaw yung cross ko sa buhay. Di ba? I don't know. Diba?
I think may tatay na magsasabi niyan.
Yes, mayroon akong naririnig.
Pero ang nanay, malamang Coach si Soy 1% lang.
Yeah.
Hindi yan kayang sabihin ng nanay.
Outnumbered here, tatlo kami.
Ay, manda.
I just want to respond to Miss Mary Ann earlier about educating parents. Actually, what we're trying to do, in Hearts That Listen, is really to reach out to parents, so that we can share experiences. We can also share what we have read, and at the same time, it is also educating ourselves because we see a lot of ideas coming in the messages, your experiences on the chat, so we're also learning from you. So
okay, kaya very important na nandito sila kasi natutulungan tayo dito.
Yes.
Especially as parents, how we can really learn, and para maturuan din natin yung mga parents, and saka yung mga bata.
Yep. Thank you, Miss Mary Ann.
Especially with our own experiences talaga. Yes, the best yung talaga ang
Yes.
Sige.
Yes.
So, nandito na si Doc Arwin, May na ito mamaya.
Hello, Doc Arwin.
Hi, Doc Arwin.
And also, Brad Bong Coach Bong is watching.
Good evening
po. Magandang gabi.
Palalabas ito. So, may pa tayo, may tips pa tayo dyan.
We have quite a long list and we'll try to go over them, but whatever we cannot finish, we can continue them next week, right? Pero meron pang isa, be a model, be a role model to our children.
Ako model ako.
Ano naman yan? Kinakabahan ako pag nagaganyan si Coach.
Deliver of kuan.
Tamal.
Deliver.
Natatakot ako ano sasabihin nito. Ginaganyan ko.
Sabi tuloy ng Kasenas.
What we're saying, when we say be a model, we also, show our child, how do we react to criticism? Tayo mismo, how do we react to criticism? Ano bang behavior natin kung tayo nagkamali, kung tayo we had some failures in life? Ano yung nakikita ng bata sa atin? So that's modeling.
Siguro,
at the same time, yung criticism
during the conversation, ano yung lumalabas sa bibig natin? Paglaki pag-away, di ba? Yung mga words na mga censored. Kaya, yun na absurd mga bata. Kaya no wonder, di ba? Yung mga bata pagdating sa kaibigan nila sa mga school, ganun din sila magsalita.
Yeah. In role modeling, that it's also about how you perceive yourself
Okay.
as a parent, and how are you expressing that now to the children who are watching you. So let's say, for example, naku, ang bobo-bobo ko talaga, yung mga ganyan, no? Okay, so okay, so it's okay lang pala sabihin bobo ako, di ba? So ay, hindi ko kaya yan. Hindi ko naman talaga kaya yan, yung mga ganyan. So it's really, the children do what they see, okay, and think what they hear, so that's why we also have to be careful how we see ourselves, how we criticize ourselves, no, especially when we speak it, because they hear it, no, so they get to parang nila absorb.
May technique ako dyan, si Soy tsaka Coach Senas.
Yeah, go.
Kasi po, pag minsan sabihin sa akin ng mga anak ko, science subject, mga ganyan, Mami, ganito, ano to? Naku anak, alam ko naman yan pero kasi mas magaling yung daddy mo. Kaya ko rin yan, pero doon ka tumakbo sa daddy mo kasi mas alam niya yun. Yan po yung technique ko Kasi hindi ko masabi, hindi ko alam. Parang ganun, kasi sabihin ko ganun. Mas magaling yung daddy.
In connection sa what you're saying, Coach Edilor, kasi ako naman, pinapasa ko kay Senas. Sabi ko, bakit po? Kasi sabi ko naman, iba kasi pag ikaw kumausap. Ako, diba? Very Bisaya ako baka matigas o ganun. Pero actually yun yung pinapasa ko rin sa kanya.
Kasi, pinopoint out ko din sa mga anak ko that time na, pagdating sa ganitong subject, sa daddy niyo yan. Pero kung music yan, sige, huwag kayo dyan magtanong sa daddy nyo kasi ako yung magaling dyan. Yun ang nagsinasabi ko. O ako nalang gagawa ng project, ganon. Pero pagdating dyan sa science, hindi ko alam. Ang stock knowledge ng asawa ko sa science, sa math, hanggang ngayon, natatandaan niya pa. Ako, kailangan ko pang aralin uli. Kaya, minsan, tinatamad ako. Doon kayo sa daddy nyo, kaya-kaya. Akin na yung project. Ako na magpapaganda dyan kung gusto niyo.
Yan talaga, no?
Coach Loretta, earlier you were saying sa mga students mo, di ba, you always ask them, what do you enjoy? Yung, di ba, yung mga 3 things, yung sinasabi mo, ano yung sabi mo kay earlier? Ano yung gusto ninyo? 3 things na gusto ninyo, 3 things na ayaw ninyo, no? So, actually, that's actually one tip on how to build self-confidence, no? So, it's number 1 also really, building self-awareness sa bata. Okay, self-awareness. So, them realizing what they feel is rewarding for them, okay, and what is not rewarding, okay. And it's a very simple exercise that we as parents can do, no? So, for example, you can actually say, okay, daughter, or let's say Rafi, what are the 3 nice things that you experienced today? Okay, and that makes that gets the child to have the exercise of knowing, yun pala ang maganda, yun pala ang gusto ko, di ba? Because yun ang na-mention niya di ba, no? So yan daw, so self-awareness, no? So that's also very important in building the self-esteem ng bata. Right?
Coaches, punong-puno na ang ating comment box.
Yes,
sabi.
Basa-basa.
Basa-basa, Coach Edelor, basahin mong komentaryo ni
sabi po ni Coach Bradbong, maraming nagrereklamo na iba na raw ang ugali ng mga kabataan ngayon. Ang sabi ko naman, marahil kaya iba na ang ugali ng kabataan kasi iba na rin ang ugali ng magulang.
Yes.
Ayan. Kita niyo po yan. Malamang po.
Pasimple ka lang Bradbong pasimple ka lang. Pero may tama.
Kung sa Bisaya pa, Coach, nagpitik mingaw lang ni ba?
Yes. Pero black eye na diya Headshot. Sabi namin dyan, headshot.
Yeah. So we have another from Ma'am Ginto, no? Ayala.
Yan.
Si Ma'am Ginto muna ang ating unahin.
Okay.
So, true, I hear that all time. Bugo kayo ko sa math tech. Mathematics.
Naliwat siya na ako. Oh my gosh!
Tama.
So, I don't know, Coach Adilor, The usual yung mga sinasabi natin as parents, na parang, kasi bobo ko ng math, nagmana tong anak ko sa akin. Yung mga ganyan.
Opo, minsan.
May story tayo dyan. Dear sisters. Because,
We're sisters because we don't like math.
Yeah.
Mga ganyan.
kapatid talaga tayo kasi pareho tayong nahirapan.
Opo.
May question si Makael. Yan.
Yes.
Ano po ang responsibility ng parents kapag naging overconfident na yung anak nila? Hayaan niyo lang ba or meron pa bang kailangan gawin? Oh, very nice question.
Yeah,
May
so
overconfident.
So it's very important. We'd like to build the confidence in the child, no? But minsan sumusobra, no? So that's why it's very important that we give praise when it's appropriate. Okay? Oo. So kasi yung tendency natin, lalo na for new parents na parang the parents in the new generation, na parang lahat na lang ng bagay talaga kailangan i-celebrate kahit mediocre accomplishments or what, no? So for example, contest, natalo yung anak mo, di ba? So ano sasabihin mo sa anak mo because ayaw mo na mag-feel bad yung bata, sasabihin ng parent na wala, mas magaling ka doon.
Kaya lang yung mga judges doon.
Yung judges doon kasi they were unfair, ganito, ganyan. So, yung bata, in experience na, di ba, he can be better or he can improve, tuloy naisip niya, see, natalo ako kasi I was cheated. Parang ganyan. So, those are opportunities for learning na nami-miss natin, no? Because parang tendency talaga natin is ayaw natin masaktan yung bata, ayaw natin na ma-feel sila na ma-hurt, but they need to go through that. They need to go through that talaga, no? To have a better grasp of things.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Oy, kayong babasa niyan.
Sandy.
Okay. Ako?
Ikaw.
Okay. I got my confidence from my parents. No? Dad would always say, if smart si Sandy, galing yan sa mami niya. Kasi if genius yan, galing yan sa akin.
Ayan, binubuko na kayo ng anak niyo.
Naglaga na to po, naglaga na.
Di ba? Kotse, nasa kakot si Soy.
Grabe. Ano talaga, smart si Sandy at ang grabe ang confidence because she can really express it through this platform. I think, grabe. Congratulations, Coach Sisoy and Coach Enas.
Sana lang, Coach, you mentioned about expressing yourself. No, that's actually one tip also of building self-confidence, no? So, when kids are growing up, we need to be able to teach them, no, to acknowledge their feelings and express them in words. No, express them in words. And so therefore, minsan nahihirapan sila to express. So you can actually start off with, okay, so you are upset because, no? So matutunan nila yan. So they're able to identify, how am I feeling? Why am I feeling this way? Alright? So, yan, self-awareness pa rin yan, no? And again, as I'm saying, self-awareness builds self-confidence, self-esteem.
Nagagalit ako, I feel sorry kasi
because I'm happy because ganyan. So,
may mataas na input si Doc Arwin sa atin. I will just read it, hindi ko na ipapa-flash. Hello, Coach Hens Digno Santo. Thank you for watching. Sabi ni Coach Doc Arwin, self-reliant children. Nasaan? Mabasa ba natin, Coach?
Ako na, sige.
Please.
Self-reliant children. 1, give responsibilities to the children as young as they can. 2, have your children take an active role in some decision making. 3, teaching your children to own their faults and failures. 4, let them learn from their mistakes. 5, have more bonding moments. 6, involve them in community service projects or public advocacies. 7, teach them to be self-reliant through simple problem-solving skills. 8, join them in some of your travels. And 9, help them to be more prayerful. And last, hindi na po natapos. Parents to, may number 10 pa po sa amin. Hindi ko po na mabasa.
Wala
Ayan,
na
yan
talaga.
po yung mga sinabi ni Coach Jo.
It's great to know that somebody's taking notes and also sharing, no? Sharing
Yes po.
Yeah.
notes. So thank you, Doc Arwin.
Thank you po, Doc Arwin, sa na-share mo po ito.
Yeah.
Very
Mabala
important
pa po
talaga.
yung ano po.
Very
May
important
co-
talaga coaches daw na.
Highlights of the same coach. Yes, Coach Loretta.
Sorry kasi may maganda pang comment ang anak kasi ninyo. Excited ako.
Okay.
With my high school friend group din, si Ma'am, yung ultimate tita they would always say, oh, ano na naman ang chika kay Tita Senas? Goals! Nice! I like it! I like it!
May magandang comment si Doc sa inyo. Tingnan nyo. Hindi yan. Tama dito. Ito pala isa. Pasahin nyo.
Puro X.
Puro X, siguro mga anak ni Sisoy and Sena.
Hindi, isa lang ang X. Si Sandria lang.
Sandria lang. Sandria.
Sabi ni Coach, late check-in ako kasi kakauwi ko lang, sensya na. No problem po. As long na makakahabol.
Thank you, Coach!
Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Doc, for always, no?
Always
watching and sharing, no? Nakaka-inspire
Ganda
talaga.
talaga.
Nakaka-inspire.
Yeah. So it's really it's 9:36
That's right. Maybe
So,
continue
we will continue this talakayan next Tuesday.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, we can. Of course. Ang daming pwedeng pag-usapan
Ang
dyan.
title natin, You Are Enough, kaya lang ang time natin is not enough.
Never enough.
we will continue the You Are Enough. We do have a You Are Enough part 2 next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Sana yung anak ninyo makakasama natin. Grabe, ganda. May mga anak.
Side B, kumbaga sa tape, Coach Loretta, side B.
Oo,
Diba? Side A, side B
tayo.
ngayon.
Magsa-side B tayo next week.
Uso pa, uso.
Cassette din sinasabi niya, side A, side B daw.
Cassette eh.
Cassette. At saka yung
Tape.
sa cassette tape at saka yung sa plaka. So maganda yun.
Yes.
So we do have a beautiful sharing this evening and maganda ang engagement ng ating mga active tagapagsubaybay tonight. No? So we will have a side B to next Tuesday with this
Coach Loretta.
Mm.
Coach Loretta, sabi ko pa naman, next Tuesday, I'm planning to bye-bye to the Tuesday. Kaso may
Hindi
May
pa.
hindi pa natin iiwan si Coach Sisoy at si Coach Kenny.
Hindi pa. We are
But you
always
can still
here.
watch, and share still,
Yeah. We can always be part of the chat and the chat box the mga comments. No, we can always do that. Okay? So we shall have our parting words as we end tonight's episode.
Kasi, okay, so wala akong parting words. Sasabihin ko lang kasi may part B, side B tayo, di ba?
Pala,
I-invite ko na nandito kasi very important, no? Na nandoon kayo sa next Tuesday para ma-continue natin. And mag-invite kayo. Okay,
Yes.
ng mga friends niyo, no, family. Let's help one another, no? This is a journey.
Yep.
No? Family, no, journey to. So kailangan magtulungan tayo dito. Especially that we are now in a new new normal, right? Right now. So kailangan talaga magtulungan. No?
Yep. Mm-mm. Yeah, for me, just as a parting shot for tonight, no. So we must always remember na what we are right now, how we perceive ourselves, no, is a product of how we were taught how to see ourselves, how to feel about ourselves as a child, no, and therefore parents really play a very important role in building the self-esteem of children, no. So therefore, as parents, we must allow our children to discover themselves. No, that's really one way of building self-confidence, no, and discovering their strengths, their potentials, right? And that is actually how we should define success. No, rather than the end goal, but really the journey ba? Yung journey talaga, no, of getting there.
Okay.
Coach
Your
Dedel,
turn.
before you will say your inspiration for us tonight, may ano si pahabol si Doc Arwin. When I have the opportunity to visit Davao again, I will try to visit the Juarez and Quintanar family. You are
Yes.
always
Very much
welcome.
welcome, Doc. No?
We'll
So,
see you, Doc.
We'll see you.
And you too, Coach Adelor, of
Okay.
course.
yeah.
Sasabihin ko nga po, unahan na lang tayo, Coach Doc Arvin.
Please, sabihin nyo kailan kayo darating yung favorite na pagkain ninyo kasi hindi namin i-prepare yan.
Oo nga po. Salamat po sa napakagandang joke.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, Coach.
Coach
Yan.
Adelor.
Okay, sabi nga po, meron pa kasi po tayong part 2 nito. Para po sa mga parents or children nowadays na nakasama po natin ngayon at sa mga team replay po na makakapanood nito, lalo na po yung mga anak namin. Wag po kayong malungkot kung sinasabi niyo po ngayon na nag-isa kayo, wala kayong kasama, ang mga magulang ko ganito. God will make a way para ma-build yung inyong self-esteem. Kasi ako po, like me, lumaki po ako ng walang tatay, pero yung community of faith ko po ang nag-build ng self-esteem ko.
Yeah.
Diba po? So God will make a way. Just pray. Wag niyo, lalo na po yung mga kabataan ngayon, yung makakapanood din po ng replay nito, mapanood niyo po ito. Wag po kayo mapanghinaan ng loob. Kung kayo mga teenager, kayo ay high school, na makakapanood pa nito at mga nanonood ngayon, God will make a way for your life. Nasa inyo po yun para yung inyong self-esteem, yung inyong confident. Hindi nyo man po yun mahanap sa mga magulang nyo as role model. They're always up there looking to Jesus and pray, then somebody will give you to build your confidence, not hindi lang po para sa sarili ninyo, kundi para din po sa pamilya ninyo. God bless us all. See you next Tuesday. This is Coach Edelor Asiaga saying na ang Panginoon po ang laging tutulong sa inyo, whatever po happens. God bless po.
Thank you, Coach.
Before tayo we will say bye-bye, may mga pahabol pa si Doc. Sabi niya, durian and marang is enough already. So, ay! Doc Arwin, ang daming durian ngayon sa Davao.
Ayun, nasa daan lang.
Every kanto may durian ngayon.
And then si tawag dito, thank you. And then we have
Thank you po.
we have Sir Ed, no? Ang apple hindi mamumunga ng mangga. Ang mangga hindi mamumunga ng apple. It's always from the root. Very deep din kay Sir Ed. Yan, ganda.
Yes.
No? So,
Okay.
sabi pa nga kanina, we were not able to choose our parents and children also, you were not able to choose your parents. Kaya nga, very important na we have really to meet in the middle, and as parents also, we have to learn on the process. Kaya nga, kasi wala talagang paaralan how is it to become parents, no? Especially in building the self-esteem of our children. The only thing that we have really to do is we really learn as we go along in our life. Sabi nga ni Coach Sisoy, we learn, we unlearn, and we, ano pa nga yung last Coach Sisoy, ganda yun. And
Relearn.
Relearn.
Learn and relearn.
this is what Hearts That Listen Tuesday edition would give you, no? Na we always have. So, yeah. Ganyan sa mga hearing impaired. Yeah.
Hindi na ganun.
Okay, so good evening. As we end tonight, we would like you to listen to our theme song. Magandang gabi, and this is Coach Loretta of Davao City. Thank you, and see you all.
See you next week.
See you next week. Thank you. God bless us all.
How do you explain? How do you describe a love that goes from east to west and runs as deep as it is wide? You know all our hopes, Lord, you know all our fears. And words could not express the love we feel, but we long for you to hear. So listen to our heart, hear our spirit sing, a song of praise that flows from those you have redeemed. And we will use the words we know to tell you what an awesome God you are. But when words are not enough to tell you of our love, just listen to our heart. If words could fall like rain from these lips of mine, and if I had 1,000 years, I would still run out of time. So if you listen to my heart, every beat will say, thank you for the light, thank you for the truth, thank you for the way. And listen to our heart, please listen, hear our spirit sing, and hear us sing, a song of praise that flows, a song of praise from those you have redeemed, and we will use the words we know to tell you what an awesome God you are. But when words are not enough to tell you of our love, just listen to our heart. So if you listen to my heart, every beat will say, thank you for the light, thank you for the truth, thank you for the way. And listen to our heart, please listen, hear our spirit sing, hear us sing, a song of praise that flows, a song that flows from those you have redeemed, and we will use the words we know to tell you what an awesome God you are. But when words are not enough to tell you of our love, just listen to our heart. When words are not enough